I've prepared my whole life for this. It's Kriller time!
My name's Krillin, and I've come all the way from a village in the east.
A bride? Roughly translated, it means your life is over! Oh, Goku! It is you!
Are you all right? I was worried about you, so, well, I guess I just didn't want to miss out on all the fun.
Your selfish pudding cup fight has ruined my 38th birthday party!
Oh, so that's how old she is. None of you would have lasted a season if it wasn't for me.
I'm just an earthling that knows how to fight!
Let's do it, Krillin. Oh, come on.
Krillin was introduced in Chapter 25 and we instantly understand who he is. He's mischievous, crafty, and is willing to bend the rules to get any advantage he can. He is a fantastic foil to Goku in the beginning. An honest-to-a-fault kid versus a little schemer, the antics just write themselves. Whereas Goku had to prove his strength to Master Roshi, Krillin used his knowledge to earn Roshi's favor. But Krillin doesn't solely rely on his smarts. He managed to get to Roshi's island in a rowboat and can run 100 meters in less than 11 seconds.
Hit it! You ran it in 10.4 seconds!
I usually make it around 10.1. I don't know what happened, but I guess the wind was against me.
For the record, Usain Bolt holds the 100-meter dash record at 9.58 seconds. But Krillin, Usain, and Goku pale in comparison to Master Roshi.
Okay, then on your mark,
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck.
5.6 seconds.
So Krillin and Goku begin their training arc, and we get to see more of Krillin's scheming nature. Roshi tasks the boys to find a rock with a symbol on it, and whoever finds it first gets dinner that night. Goku does what Goku always does, do first think later, but Krillin tries to outwit Roshi and Goku. Although his first attempt failed, he doesn't give up that easily.
Wait, I think that stone might be a decoy.
What do you mean? It has his handwriting on it and everything.
I'll check it for you. I'm sorry, Goku, but I stole it fair and square. So, take it. But now I've got the real one.
Good job, Krillin! You've redeemed yourself!
Yes, thank you.
Now I know deep down that cheaters never win, but is it really cheating if he never gets caught?
Let's see, what did that man call it? Oh, it's a pufferfish.
But now the real training can begin. What's really great about this training is that Roshi isn't only training their bodies, but their minds, hearts, and souls too.
Work hard, study well, and eat and sleep plenty. That's the turtle hermit way to learn!
Krillin and Goku keep training for 8 long months and manage to pass Master Roshi's test. Although it's subtle, Goku and Krillin do become friends over the course of the training.
What's so funny? You in a suit.
However, life isn't only about making friends. Sometimes life throws in a few enemies too. Some of Krillin's old bullies are at the tournament, and Krillin gets a chance to teach them a lesson.
What do we have here? It's our old punching bag.
Hello?
Now surely you're not trying to fight in the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Have you forgotten what we taught you? That runts are always runts?
No, I remember.
Why'd you let them talk to you like that?
Cause everything they say about me is right, Goku.
Which bone should I break first?
So Krillin managed to get top 8 in his very first tournament. That is amazing! His first fight in the finals speaks for itself.
Uh-oh. Stinky poop. Poopies, funny poopies. La 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 la.
However, it's his fight with Jackie Chun that shows us what he's really capable of. Whereas Yamcha couldn't even lay a finger on him, Krillin puts up a fantastic fight.
It's rare that I find a fighter who can follow my movements.
It comes natural. I was trained by the best. Master Roshi is my teacher.
Let's see if your master's training can get you through this one.
Whenever you're ready.
Jackie is slowly getting the upper hand, but Krillin throws out some bait, and Jackie falls for it hook, line, and sinker.
I'm not so sure I can beat this old geezer using conventional means, but I know his weakness.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
Panty raid?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling like a total barnacle head!
Krillin might have won, but Jackie flies back into the ring with the famous Kamehameha. Knowing that Krillin is out of options, he baits him into charging at him, and ends the fight with one final blow.
I guess there's only one thing left for me to do.
Foolish. He's attacking wildly now.
In the end, Jackie Chun wins the tournament, and it's later revealed that Roshi put on this disguise because he was worried Goku and Krillin would lose their drive to get stronger if they won the tournament at such a young age.
You've got lots to learn before you're up to his level, and plenty of others are just as strong. All training so far has been child's play. The real stuff is yet to come. The real stuff is yet to come. The real stuff is yet to come.
Right, cool. Does every move you have start with it?
The real stuff is yet to come.
So after the World Tournament ended, Goku decided to hunt for the Dragon Balls again, the 4-star ball to be exact. However, the Red Ribbon Army is after the balls too, one of which is underwater in a pirate's hideout. Roshi allows Krillin to leave with Goku and Bulma to retrieve it, but they didn't realize General Blue was following them, and he eventually catches up with Krillin in the thought.
Hello, I'm Bulma.
Just 'cause you're tall and muscle-bound doesn't mean I can't stomp you, pal.
Ooh? You think so, huh?
I know so.
Although his fight with General Blue was short, Krillin did really well. He might have even won if General Blue didn't have psychic powers.
Come on, then. Give it your best shot. I dare you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Eventually, Goku arrives just in time to save his friends, and then goes on to destroy the entire army by himself. Just like Yamcha, Krillin too was ready to help Goku fight the army, but there is still a way Krillin could help. Goku has to collect all of the Dragon Balls to bring Upa's father back to life. The Dragon Radar was unable to pick up the location of the last ball, so the gang travels to Fortune Teller Baba's place. She says she'll show them the location of the ball if they can beat her fighters. Krillin is ready to go. He's as strong as ever. This first fight should be easy.
There's gonna be 5 wet fighters before I leave the ring.
Just put him down quick.
Don't worry, it's me.
A few moments later.
Get off of me! Let go! I don't feel so good.
At least he could give emotional support. Actually, he could do more than that. If it wasn't for Krillin's quick thinking, Yamcha most likely would have lost his fight against the Invisible Man. So after all said and done, Goku gathers the 7 Dragon Balls and wishes for Upa's father to be brought back to life. Krillin and Yamcha return to the Kame house with Roshi to train for the next tournament.
Well, this is it. Good luck, Krillin. Thanks. You watch your mouth. What are you looking at? Come on, speak if you've got something to say. What's he looking at? What's he thinking? I should have watched him fight during the elimination round.
You keep smelling the syrup, you worthless bitch-ass nigga.
The rivalry between Chaozu and Krillin is short, but it's so much fun. Chaozu being able to fly around forces Krillin on the defensive for a while, until Krillin pulls off his very own Kamehameha.
This would be simple if I could use the Kamehameha wave. Wait, Yamcha mastered it. If he can do it, so can I. All I have to do is try.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
It works!
But it's not enough. Chaozu survives the blast and uses his psychic powers to immobilize Krillin. Just like General Blue now that I think about it. But what really stands out is the way Krillin manages to beat Chaozu. He realizes that Chaozu needs to hold his hands out to paralyze him. He saw that Chaozu didn't know left from right, so he gambles that Chaozu wouldn't know simple math. And he was right. Krillin didn't win the fight with only brawn, but with brains too.
You stupid.
No, I'm not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
But he'll need both brains and brawn, and a little bit of luck, if he wants to defeat his next opponent.
Goku, promise me that when we get in the ring, you'll fight me like an opponent and not as a friend.
Where do I even begin with this fight? It's fast, it's energetic, and above all else, it's just pure and simple fun. The stakes of this fight are next to nothing. There are no world-ending bad guys to take down. All it is two friends wanting to test their strength against one another.
Nice job. You've improved a lot. Were you surprised? I don't think I've ever had this much fun in a fight before. Let's keep going.
However, it looks like Goku has gained the upper hand, but Krillin always has a trick or two ready and waiting.
Krillin, don't!
I did it!
Even though Krillin did everything he could to get ahead of the fight, Goku's overwhelming strength proved too much for Krillin, but their friendship remains intact. Goku moves on to the finals with Tien, and he loses by the skin of his teeth. So with an exciting day of battles drawing to a close, the gang decides to grab a bite to eat.
I forgot about my grandpa's Dragon Ball and my power pole. I left them both back at the stadium.
No, stay here and have fun. I'll go get them for you. I know where they're at. I'll be right back.
Goku, is there something wrong with your food?
I'm not hungry. I'll wait for Krillin.
What's wrong with you?
Hey!
Goku?
What's up?
This moment was a huge turning point for Dragon Ball, not just with the plot, but with how the series dealt with death. The Demon King Piccolo arc may have a few problems, but overall it is great. To go from a tournament with very few stakes and then jumping to a world-ending threat worked really well, mostly because it began with Krillin's death. The dramatic build-up was done perfectly in the anime. Goku's uneasy feeling and his refusal to eat added so much tension, just for that tension to be cut with Krillin calling out for Goku before he died. The reveal that he died from one blow shows just how horrible this new threat is. But Krillin isn't the only one who dies in the arc. Piccolo managed to kill not only Chaozu, Master Roshi, but even Shinra. There seemed to be no hope bringing everyone back. But even with the odds stacked against him, Goku manages to defeat Piccolo. After Goku wins, he travels to the lookout and meets with Kami, who resurrects Shinron, allowing Krillin, Roshi, and Chaozu to be brought back to life. But their reunion would have to wait, as Kami makes Goku stay on the lookout for 3 years until the next World Tournament. The anime took this opportunity to flesh out the friendship between Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, and Chaozu. Even though all these scenes are filler, it's still fun to watch them bond and struggle with each other, helping one another grow not only as martial artists, but as people. During their journey to Korin's tower, they come across a village that's having a festival. Not wanting to miss out on a good time, the boys start drinking what I can only assume is that good stuff.
Here, drink up.
I'm still a little young to drink.
It's homemade root beer. I made it with my own special recipe.
Let me have a chance to fight the big guy. You know I can take him. It's what I've been training for.
Look at him. He doesn't even have his guard up.
I can't believe that I'm doing this.
Sadly, the boys are unable to keep downing some local moonshine because they have a volcano to defeat.
You did it again, Krillin!
No, it's all in a day's work. It was a piece of rock. I mean cake.
Krillin. Thank you.
They all work together to save the village from being destroyed and continue their training for the upcoming World Tournament.
Hey! I know you can't believe it, Master, but it's true.
I've gotten a lot taller since you last saw me.
Krillin, you look great. Huh? This is wonderful. We're all together again. Oh, Goku! It is you!
The reunion between Goku and Krillin is too wholesome. We get to see just how much Goku really means to Krillin.
They told me how King Piccolo's goon killed me, but you brought me back! You're incredible, Goku! I just don't know what to say! I'm just happy you're back. It's good to be back. Thank you.
The smiles don't get to last too long, though, because Krillin has to fight Piccolo Jr., but he was unaware of who Piccolo really is at this moment.
Krillin? Huh? Your opponent in the next match is no ordinary warrior. Trust me, keep your guard up.
Just like in his previous fights, Krillin has some tricks ready for Piccolo. Homing energy waves, unyielding courage, and the best trick of all, flight.
Ready?
Ready!
I'm waiting. Attack at your leisure.
Oh, I'll attack. Don't worry.
Say what you will, little man. You're still a loser.
We'll see who loses!
Be smart, Krillin. Take this chance I'm offering you to withdraw. You're not as pathetic as I thought. This might be fun yet.
I can handle anything you can dish out!
You are amusing. It's over, Krillin!
Remember, it was one of Demon King Piccolo's minions that killed Krillin with one blow, but now he's strong enough to fight the new Piccolo head-on. This is a fantastic way to show the reader how much Krillin has truly grown. He uses everything he's learned up until this point, but when faced with the true might of Piccolo Jr., Krillin decided to forfeit.
Where did he go?
Looking for me? No, it can't be!
That's better. I'm done. Krillin, that was a fantastic match. You've made great progress. I'm really amazed by your technique. Yeah, the only thing missing was a win.
Hey, Goku, I suppose you don't have any new tricks up your sleeve that you've been holding back.
Yeah, I wish. Sorry, I've got nothing.
Lucky for you, I've spent the last few months perfecting a new attack.
Can you do this attack with only one arm?
Yeah, that's not a problem. But I will need some time to charge up my energy. A few minutes, that's all.
You got it.
Die, Saiyan! Makanko Sapo! Garlic gun!
Ooh, did he say garlic?
Time to show you how hard I've been training.
Why you?
It looks like I missed one.
The beginning of Dragon Ball Z added so many cool things to the series. Saiyans, power levels, memes. And so many awesome special moves. Krillin isn't lacking in this department at all. His first awesome move is the Scatter Kamehameha. baiting the opponent to run away just to unleash a powerful barrage of homing ki blasts, it's genius. It even looks like a powered up version of the ki blast he shot at Piccolo during the World Tournament. What a fantastic way to show us how much stronger he has gotten. But there's a far more iconic move we need to look at. The Destructo Disc. In the game Attack of the Saiyans, it's the only basic super attack that can hit 2 enemies on the same row, and it has a small chance to insta-kill basic enemies. Xenoverse 2 has so many different frisbees to throw around. A basic disc that can't be blocked and tracks the opponent, the Super Destructo Disc that deals more damage but at the cost of more ki, the Pincer Destructo Disc which just looks sick, and the Chain Destructo Disc Barrage. You can make a full loadout with only this attack. In Dragon Ball FighterZ, Krillin can fire up to 5 of them, which gives the player a chance to kill an enemy and squeeze out a little extra damage when normally they couldn't. But all of these examples are from games. We need to look at the first time he used this iconic move in the anime.
I've got a new technique, which I probably could have used earlier and maybe saved all of our friends' lives. But that's beside the point. Get ready for my Destructo Disc!
Let me argue that now is actually the perfect time to use this attack. He used his Scatter Kamehameha to defeat the Cybermen and hoped it would deal damage to Nappa and Vegeta. He most likely wouldn't have been able to hit Nappa while he was flying in the air as he was attacking Tien. There's no way he would use it when Chaozu was on Nappa's back.
Tien, can you hear me? I hope my ESP is working. I have to say goodbye now.
What?
Don't worry, I'm not afraid. If I can save you, that's worth dying for.
Enjoy your stay in hell!
So right now is actually the best time to use this. Why? Because Krillin knows how to use his opponent's weaknesses against them. He's trying to take advantage of his Saiyan's greatest strength and their most exploitable trait.
His pride!
Remember, Nappa was mopping the floor with everyone up until this point. He easily withstood Tien's Kyuko Ho, so why should be scared of some little energy frisbee? He only lived because Vegeta told him to duck. It would have worked, but all it did was make Nappa even more pissed.
How dare you! No one cuts this face, not unless they want to spend the last few minutes of their life in total agony! You little eyesore!
Thankfully, Goku arrived just in the nick of time to save Krillin and Gohan. Goku easily beats Nappa, but now the real fight can begin. Goku tells Gohan and Krillin to go away and wait for the battle to end. Even though the situation is as dire as it could get, Krillin still holds onto a faint glimmer of hope that everyone could be brought back.
Oh right, Goku. I was wondering if there's a way you could move this fight to another location. Huh?
I don't think our friends will appreciate if their bodies get blown up before we have a chance to wish them back to life.
Don't worry, Goku.
I'll explain later. Just promise me this, okay? That you'll beat that guy and come back alive.
Come back alive. Right.
But that little bit of hope fades as Vegeta transforms into his Great Ape form. Thankfully, Krillin and Gohan return to the fight with a plan. Krillin tells Gohan to get Vegeta's attention and he'll hit him with his Destructo Disc.
Kidson! It can't be!
Although it doesn't work, it actually creates the perfect distraction for Yajirobe to swoop in and cut off Vegeta's tail with his sword. Vegeta may have transformed back, but the fight is far from over. While Gohan has Vegeta's attention, Goku tells Krillin to grab onto his hand and make the Spirit Bomb.
What did you give to me? I mean, this power! It's absolutely incredible! Don't let it overwhelm you. If you focus it just above your palm, you should be able to make an energy ball. Holy this is planet Earth's very essence! Booyah, motherfucker!
Vegeta manages to survive this attack, but Great Ape Gohan deals the final blow. So with the fight done, Krillin actually has a chance to kill Vegeta, a chance to avenge all his fallen friends. But Goku asks him to not kill Vegeta. With the battle over, Krillin tells everyone of his daring plan to bring their fallen friends back to life.
So if we can get to this planet Namek, and I know that's a really big if, but if we can find it somehow, then we might be able to bring those Dragon Balls back here. They'd all be alive, and if Piccolo comes back, then Kami will too.
Let's go to space!
Showtime!
Right!
Then let's turn up the heat!
Krillin's ingenuity is really put to the test on Namek. He and Gohan are constantly on the run, barely escaping certain doom from Frieza's minions and Vegeta. Krillin has a full arsenal of tricks to help him escape, but they can only run for so long. In order to get a leg up on everyone else, Krillin asks the Grand Elder Namekian Super Kami Guru for the Dragon Ball he has. Guru gives it to Krillin and decides to give him something extra as well.
This power! I can feel it surge!
Krillin immediately gets the idea to bring Gohan to Guru too. He's even willing to hold off Vegeta for as long as he can for Gohan to get it. Krillin and Gohan's boosts in power are needed almost immediately because they now have to fight off the Ginyu Force. Although Goldo has time-stopping powers, Krillin and Gohan are forcing him into a defensive position.
Unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga.
The hell is unga bunga? Two guys run at each other with mattresses and, that's kinda it.
You wish!
Unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga,
Yeah,
unga bunga,
time to
unga.
bust.
Fucking normies!
That's my bust spell! You're not gonna move till I decide to let you bust!
They're channeling their inner Unga Bunga a little bit too much and they get paralyzed by Goldo. Vegeta took this opportunity to kill him, but that's just the first of the 5 members of the Ginyu Force. Raccoon proceeds to toy with Vegeta, so with nothing left to lose, Krillin tells Gohan to rush him. They manage to save Vegeta, but Krillin immediately gets knocked out.
You know, I think he just broke every bone in my body with that one kick. Even after the Grand Elder raised my power, I'm still completely worthless.
Krillin doesn't have to wait too long to earn back some of his pride. Captain Ginyu swapped bodies with Goku, but Ginyu can't fully utilize Goku's strength, so Krillin and Gohan easily overpower him together.
Unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga, unga bunga. Unga bunga.
With the Ginyu Force out of commission and Vegeta taking a nap, Krillin falls back into old mischievous habits. He tells Gohan and Dende to help him go behind Vegeta's back and make the wishes before Vegeta has a chance to screw them over. This makes me wonder, why didn't Krillin wish to be immortal? Vegeta told Krillin the only way that they beat the Ginyu Force and Frieza was to make him immortal. Krillin fires back saying they can make Gohan immortal, but Vegeta says no, because Gohan lacks experience. What about Krillin though? He has been fighting for years now. If anyone has the experience and creativity required to win on Namek, it would be Krillin. But the thought never crossed his mind as far as we can tell. They came to Namek with the intent of reviving their fallen friends, and Krillin still sees that as their main goal, until they have to fight Frieza.
Boss looking alien! Where? Ah!
You vile, filth-sucking
What's really cool in the Frieza fight is that up until Piccolo shows up, Krillin is the only one who manages to deal legitimate damage against Frieza. A few ants might not be able to take down a dinosaur, but if an ant had the power to cut you in half, you better not underestimate that ant. But after all is said and done, an ant is still just an ant.
You are a worthless, disgusting maggot. Your life is as valuable as a summer ant. I'm just gonna stomp you. You're gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna seal up all my cracks. You're gonna keep coming back. Why? 'Cause you keep smelling the syrup. You worthless, pathetic monkey. Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should die now. And give someone else a chance to move the plot along so we can get this fight over with. 'Cause what are you here for? To worship me. Just die already.
So what did Krillin do after the horrible ordeal that was Namek? My boy got some drip and a sick car.
I like the color.
You like the color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had mixed reviews on the color. Some people said they like it, some people said they don't like it, and I said, well, what color's your bagay?
But that's not everything he got. He got a girlfriend. Well, kinda. Let me introduce you to Maron, and spoiler alert,
She's a fuck!
She's purely a filler character that was introduced in episode 108 of the original Dragon Ball run. She's not in the manga or DBZ Kai, but I would hate to deprive you of this thought that could give Bulma a run for her money. Her first on-screen action is oddly enough to flirt with Gohan.
And look at this beautiful black hair. I know a lot of girls that would kill to have hair like this. Do you always hang out in your underwear?
I don't like where this is going.
How cute.
We later see her and the gang hang out at Kame House, and this is when Krillin drops the ball in the relationship.
Hey, speaking of together, are you guys officially dating?
Well, sort of. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Huh? Oh, so we're still free to date other people?
Always remember, she's not your girl, it's only your turn with the thought. At the very least, we get to see some amazing anime titties.
You're just a jealous old lady.
Hey, Gohan, there's trouble afoot, bro. Your ma's here.
Yeah, whoa. She's gone ballistic. Hey, I know how you can get these guys off the hook. Take the blame. I get it now. You don't really respect me. You think I'm dumb.
Oh, look at that! A thought who's manipulating her, quote, boyfriend. She starts needless drama and then begs Krillin to fix it.
You should go home. Your grandson's obviously not here right now.
She complains about being treated like an idiot, but she will follow Krillin and Gohan to a dangerous battle rather than listen to Krillin when he said to stay away.
Wait up! I'm coming with you!
Oh, no, you're not. Maron, this is serious.
Alright, but if you make me leave now, then I'm not gonna be your girlfriend anymore. Forget it! It's all over! Unless I can come with you.
She even has the audacity to demand food from Korin and Yajirobe. Like, come on, the least you could do is cook for them, but no, she's a useless thought.
All that working out's making me hungry. Why don't you make me something?
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
So while she's having fun playing poker, what's happening with Krillin, Gohan, and Piccolo? Well, they are getting destroyed by Garlic Jr. and his lackeys. It seems like everything that they try to do doesn't work, and they just get kicked or punched in the face.
Destructo Disc! Yeah! What's this? This game is over!
Even Piccolo being on their side doesn't seem to help, but Krillin refuses to stay down. Even when he's alone, face to face with an immortal demon, he stands up and hits Garlic Jr. with everything he's got. They eventually do manage to outsmart Garlic Jr. and he gets sucked into the dead zone again. With the world back to peace, Maron decides to go on a shopping spree. Obviously, Krillin will be paying for all of this. While they are out shopping, Maron sits on another guy's car, which worries Krillin. But why is he worried?
I don't get it. She seems perfectly happy now. What was all that about earlier? Guy with the hair. How can I compete with a rich slick like that?
It's as if he understands that women are hypergamous and will ditch their current partner for a man that they believe are better, but that will never happen. I'm just being paranoid. She and Krillin come across a wedding dress on display and start toying with the idea of getting married, and here we get to see how Krillin views Maron. He doesn't only view her as a hot body, he sees her as a partner that will start a family with him.
If I was married, I want to live in a house just like that.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Chin up, Krillin. Where there's a will, there's a way.
The idea of having a future with her drives Krillin to find a way to give her this future. However, his inner doubts start to hold him back.
Who am I kidding? I can't make her happy. No way. Shoot, she's too good for me.
He is able to stand up against ruthless monsters and evil immortal demons, but he still thinks he doesn't deserve to be happy with the woman he loves.
That's not true, Krillin.
Huh?
She's not too good. She's not. You're a very, very good person.
If a woman doesn't love you for who you are, it is not worth pursuing that relationship. What's really sad here is that Turtle is so close to giving Krillin genuinely good advice. But Turtle drops the ball by telling Krillin to go on a fetch quest to find a giant pearl.
If she can't love you for who you really are, try giving her a giant pearl. You can't win Maron's love with a pearl, Krillin.
I can't.
No, but it could be just the spark you need to get the blades going.
Yeah, that will work. Give her a bunch of gifts and money, she'll definitely stay, up until the point all that money goes away or she gets bored. In the end, Krillin can't take the giant pearl from the fish that are protecting it. He finds Maron on the beach, and he tells her he can't be with her.
It's just that, well, sometimes when you love someone, sometimes you have to set them free because it's the best thing. So, that's what I'm doing.
Obviously, something is wrong with Krillin here. He truly believes deep down that he doesn't deserve to be loved. How does Maron react to this? Does she console him? Does she support him in his time of need when he's at his lowest? Does she tell him he does deserve to be loved? That she doesn't want to leave him?
Thanks for everything, Krillin. We had fun. You'll always have a special place in my heart. I would have said yes, you know.
No, of course not. She tells Krillin she would have said yes and then instantly hops into another dude's car. No hesitation. She doesn't even shed a tear. She leaves Krillin on the beach, broken and alone.
I'm going downtown, babe.
Buy me an ice cream?
Sure thing.
Goody, sure, I'd love to.
But thankfully, he's not truly alone. He has his friends to go back to.
You're much better off. I think that Maron girl was nothing but trouble.
Chi-Chi's completely right here. Maron reeked of thottery, so much so that even Bulma couldn't stand it.
Well, things are getting complicated, so I broke up with her. You know how it goes.
You're outrageous. Bold move.
I'm glad. I hate to say it. There was something about her I didn't trust.
And need I remind you how Bulma acts around attractive men?
Hello, I'm Bulma.
I 100% believe that Maron would have been a horrible wife. For as many jokes as they make calling her dumb,
the girl doesn't have a single thought in her head. Look at her. I've seen party balloons that have more on their minds.
What an airhead.
I win the bell.
she sure knew how to manipulate Krillin. She never hesitated to use the status of the relationship against him. And do you really believe she would stop doing that when they got married? No, of course not. She would say, "Oh, Krillin, I want a new dress, I want new shoes, I want a bigger car, a bigger house," and if Krillin said that they couldn't afford it, she'd probably respond with some BS like, "Oh, I thought you loved me. I guess you just don't want your wife to be happy." Eventually, it would reach a point where Krillin couldn't get her everything she demands, and she divorced him because she was bored and unhappy. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm just guessing. I'm just making this up, and deep down, I just hate women. I'm bitter. Who hurt you? And you know what? You'd be right. If this was the last time we saw her, but it is not.
Hello in there. Knock, knock.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Krillin, it's me.
She made a visit to Kame House while Krillin was away to fight the androids.
Gosh, my Krillin's in danger. I should have never left him. He was so good to me.
You see, this is what happens to thoughts. They take for granted the kindness that guys show them and eventually regret letting the nice guy get away, but they only regret it after they get blown out and pumped and dumped ruthlessly by Chad. I bet the dude she ran off with didn't even get her sprinkles on her ice cream. One scoop, no toppings. He then eroded her pleasure canyon and added his own little special sauce inside her. Most likely got sick of her crap, and only now does she understand how much Krillin meant to her. I'm calling BS. He didn't mean anything to her. If he really was the best guy for her, she wouldn't have left so easily.
I didn't know what love was till I met him. Please take me back. Oh, Krillin.
She then goes on to say she will stay and wait for Krillin to return from the fight, but was ready and willing to hop into a boat with two random dudes.
What's good, Nyaka?
Hey, how would you like to go for a little ride?
Sounds great.
Just tell me when you need to come up for air.
Turtle fights these guys away, but why does he do this? Well, he cares about Krillin. Turtle is the definition of a background character. But it's moments like this that can show us he cares about everyone who's trained and lived with Master Roshi. He cares about Krillin so much that he goes out of his way to console Krillin when he's at his lowest and fight off other men if it means Krillin can be happy with Maron. I know his heart is in the right place, but he shouldn't be fighting to make her stay.
Hey, let go, Turtle.
Don't go, Maron. You said you were going to wait for Krillin to come back.
She has shown us how weak her love is. Krillin's love pushes him to fight unwinnable battles if it means the people he cares about can be safe. He will fly halfway across the galaxy if it means he can bring his friends back to life. But her love is so weak that she forgets about Krillin the second another guy appears. She is not loyal, she doesn't truly care about Krillin. It's not only two guys that appear out of nowhere, but almost a dozen men show up to get her blown out coochie. How does she respond to all these men, two of which she knows by name?
Yo, baby.
Oh, Mac, hi there.
Hey, Maron!
Oh, Tommy.
She just leaves, destined for a life of foddery.
Say hello to Krillin for me, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.
She's not gonna be happy with these guys forever, and one day, when she's middle-aged and no longer getting guys, she'll get the ending she truly deserves. A life alone, miserable, and unable to forget about the guy who might have given her the life she truly wanted. We never saw her after this as far as I can tell. And good riddance, I say. Krillin deserves better than a bimbo who will leave the second she gets bored.
Oh, I was bored, so I thought I'd call a few boyfriends. Oh, what's a girl to do? All these boys are so cute. It's hard to choose just one.
He deserves better than a wife that will just manipulate him to get whatever she wants. I don't want to jump the gun too fast, but I get a feeling he'll find love from a very valuable woman sooner than he realizes.
Guys, this is Upa. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hotcha. Upa's coy, but I think she likes me.
You are a boy, right? Yes.
You're gay.
Oh, Master, how can a young bald guy ever meet beautiful girls?
Well, that skill just comes naturally.
I'm probably gonna die here. And I never even had a girlfriend!
Wow, you're so brave. Thanks for rescuing us.
Hey, she's kinda cute.
The relationship between 18 and Krillin is one that I and many fans adore. The fact that Krillin managed to land a catch like 18 is baffling, and it's funny to think it all started with a simple kiss on the cheek. I realized something interesting when I was rereading the series for this video. Krillin and Yamcha are good foils to one another when it comes to them trying to get a girl. Yamcha should have no trouble getting women on paper. He's 6 feet tall, jacked, and has that bad boy edge, but he holds himself back with this fear of not knowing what to say. The guy just doesn't know how to approach. Whereas Krillin is short, bald, has no nose, but he's never really struggled with talking to or approaching girls. His very first test from Master Roshi was to find a girl to live with them, and he had no trouble talking to, sorry, her name is slipping my mind. Anyways, what I'm saying is that Krillin has been able to do something that Yamcha struggles with. But Krillin's biggest struggle with getting a girlfriend comes from how he views himself. This does come into play with Android 18, but that will be a bit later. For now, Krillin has to deal with Cell cock-blocking them. Krillin is eventually met with a tough decision. He's given a remote that can detonate the bomb inside Android 18. If he kills her, Cell will never be able to become perfect. But that means he has to kill the girl he likes, and someone who has done nothing that deserves such a harsh outcome. He stares at her and decides that killing her would be wrong. Now this moment could be viewed as Krillin simping. You see, simp stands for suckers idealizing mediocre puniti. The way Krillin was acting around Maron was 100% simping, but these scenarios are different. Maron was a chick he wanted to marry, while she only cared about the attention she got from other men, while 18 is a woman he's told to kill, but Krillin is not a cold-hearted killer. So Krillin decides to destroy the remote and try to give 18 a chance to escape. It sadly doesn't work, and Krillin tastes just a fraction of what Perfect Cell can really do.
Remember all the pain he's caused and the people he's hurt. Use your anger.
power explode! Say hi to Dad! What'd you do that for?
After Cell is beaten, they get to make 2 wishes. The first wish was to revive everyone that died except for Goku, and this includes Android 17. The second wish would come from Krillin. He wished for 17 and 18 to be made human again, but Shinron said it was impossible to change them back. So instead, Krillin wished for the bombs to be removed from them. He didn't do it to win her over because she left before Shinron was summoned. He did it because he's a good person, and didn't want them to live their lives with the threat and fear of the bomb someday exploding. 18 leapt out of hiding and told Krillin that 17 was her twin brother, not the man she loves, because that would eventually be Krillin. She proves this a few chapters into the Buu Saga as we see her with Krillin at Kame House with the little girl that is revealed to be their daughter.
10 million zenny! 10 million zenny!
See? Listen to Merrick.
Go in the money, Daddy!
See? Listen to Merrick.
Hello in there! Knock, knock! Krillin, it's me! Your Maron is back! Yoo-hoo! Hey, I know how you can get these guys
Weird
off the
that
hook.
he named
Take
his
the
kid.
blame.
And he named his kid after her. So did they name their daughter after this thought or someone else? So if that's true, that's kind of weird. Why did you name your child after her, my guy? It's weird that his daughter is named after his ex-girl. Named his daughter after his ex is crazy. The fact that Krillin's daughter is named after Maron cracks me. Rip Bozo, Krillin's a sin. Why did Krillin name his daughter after her? It's weird that Krillin named his kid with 18 after his ex. Bro really named his daughter after a thought XD, and Krillin named his daughter after her. Hold up, it's funny. Isn't his kid's name the same as hers? So are we gonna acknowledge the fact that he named his own daughter the same name, and then Krillin why did you name your daughter's name after your thought X? Yet Rip, he named his daughter after hers. I wonder how that.
God, shut up! Everyone just shut the up!
Now, her being named Maron is odd, and so many people decided to comment about this when I upload the Maron segment as its own video. But let me disprove the idea that Krillin named their daughter after his Thought X. First of all, Thought Maron is not canon. Secondly, they're spelled differently. The daughter's name is spelled M-A-R-R-O-N, not M-A-R-O-N, so they're different. Ha! Lastly, and most importantly, it's just a translation thing. The Thought's name has a few puns based off the fact that it looks like Moron, and in Japanese it can be pronounced as Malin, which sounds a lot like melon, and I don't think I need to elaborate. Krillin's daughter, on the other hand, is also named after a food as a pun. Specifically, Maron Glace, which is a French food that I no doubt butchered the pronunciation of. What food is this, you may ask? Well, it's a chestnut dipped in syrup and sugar. A very sweet chestnut. So yeah, her name is just another food pun, just like Krillin's is. Seeing Krillin finally have a family is really sweet. It's something he's wanted for so long, and so nice to see him finally get what he deserves. It's really amazing. You wanna know what else is amazing? The 25th World Martial Arts Tournament, and it begins with a Krillin dub.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie. Your pop can handle this clown no prob. You know he's the strongest man in the world, right?
Is he really?
Yeah, you betcha.
Come on, hit me with everything you have got. Do it! Don't be a wuss.
So the fun atmosphere of the tournament does get interrupted, and Krillin decides to tag along to see what's happening. Sadly, he doesn't actually get to help out because he dies. And then he dies again. Truth be told, Krillin doesn't really do much of anything in the Buu Saga, but that's kind of how it is for 80% of the cast. I like the direction they took with him in the Buu Saga. It's nice to see him settle down and focus on being happy with his wife and daughter. And you know what? We get to see more of this in Dragon Ball GT. Krillin is older, rocking a sick mustache, and is content with living his life with 18 and Maron. Honestly, I love this. Krillin getting to live a quiet life with his family fits perfectly, and it's an ending he deserves. But Yoshikage Krillin can't live a peaceful life as Android 17 ambushes them. He returns to wreak havoc on the city while under the control of Dr. Gero, and he tries to convince 18 to join him, but Krillin manages to snap her out of it.
Don't do it, 18! You can't do this, 18! You have a child! And a husband!
His love for Android 18 literally overrode her programming. That's insane! But sadly, That makes Krillin the new target of 17's attack.
Krillin! Krillin, you can't die! No, Krillin! Dad, wake up! Wake up! Please don't leave me. I love you.
I'm sure a lot of people, including Krillin, still want the answer to this question. Why does Android 18 love Krillin?
My wife, Android 18? Well, she's the best. What's she like? Honest. Sometimes to a brutal extent, but she's always there for me. You know, there's just one thing I don't get about her. Why the hell did she marry me? It stumps me to this day. She's an android, sure, crazy strong and all, but come on, she's drop-dead gorgeous. I've asked her why, time and time again, but she just forehead flicks me or ignores me altogether. Hey, the next time you see 18, mind asking her for me?
Well, I think it's because the wish he originally wanted to make for 18 and 17 came true. He managed to do something that even the eternal Dragon Shinron could not do. He showed her kindness and sympathy when no one else was willing to. He gave back what Dr. Gero stole from her all those years ago, her humanity. She was created with the sole purpose to kill, to be a soulless monster whose only goal was to serve a deranged mad scientist. But Krillin showed her kindness and mercy. Krillin helped 18 realize that she could be more than what she was created to do. She could be a good person, she could be a mom and wife, and she could still be human.
Stupid human.
My husband, I love you.
Now this segment is a full GT recap. So eventually Goku saves the day like he always does, and he says his final goodbyes to his friends and family, but before he leaves for good, he has one last stop to make. For as many flaws as GT has, I can't bring myself to hate or even dislike GT overall. Moments like 18 crying over Krillin, and this short but sweet sparring match between Krillin and Goku truly captures what people like about Dragon Ball as a whole. The characters, the fun fights, the music, and the overall feeling of wonder that stayed with people for decades. The series could have ended here, and for a lot of people, they do consider GT to be the high point and true definitive ending of the series, but as we all know, we still have to talk about Dragon Ball Super.
Well, see ya, babe.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
Krillin has some highs and lows over the course of Dragon Ball Super, but sometimes his lowest points are actually some of the best parts of the series. He doesn't really have anything to do in Battle of Gods, but he does finally get a chance to shine in the Resurrection F movie and arc. We get to see his new job and he kicks a lot of ass alongside Roshi and Tien for the first time in years. It would have been even cooler to see Yamcha and Chaozu there, but that's besides the point. He doesn't really get another big role for the next few arcs, but we get an appearance from him here and there. Android 18 even gets a really sweet moment in episode 68 where she wants to use the Dragon Balls to get something nice for Krillin.
I'm fine. It's just all this shopping's made me think how Krillin never wants anything for himself. He's always doing something nice for me and Maron, or giving us presents. I say it's time we get something for your daddy.
It's sweet to see her care about him. Android 18 and Krillin are a couple that the fans absolutely adore for a good reason. They truly support and love one another. We really get to see how much 18 cares about Krillin in episode 75. The episode begins with Goku trying to find a training partner, and eventually he goes to find Krillin. Goku and Krillin go back to his home, and we get a really tense exchange between 18 and Krillin.
Maron, your father doesn't have time to play right now. He can't do much of anything, because he got hurt by some teeny-weeny bank robbers. What happened to you? The timid Krillin licking his wounds on the sofa is not the brave martial artist I fell in love with.
Uh-oh. Mama saying Dada's a wimp. Hey, Uncle, are you stronger than my dad?
Well, I am strong, but I want to get even stronger. You do too, right, Krillin?
I want a strong daddy.
The reason this scene works is because she's saying this out of love. She can tell something is wrong with Krillin, and unlike Maron, who left the moment things got rough, 18 wants to stay and help Krillin get through this moment. Almost immediately after she had this really harsh exchange with Krillin, she was encouraging him to go train with Goku.
That's it! As long as we're training again, we should go do it with Master Roshi! Okay!
Huh? You heard that?
It's fine. Just be safe.
This is what I love most about 18. Yeah, she's hot, but she's always supporting Krillin. And sometimes we do need someone to give us the truth, even if it's a bit harsh. So Krillin and Goku go back to Master Roshi's for some training, but the training doesn't really go as well as Krillin was hoping it would.
Son, I can tell you're lost. You're frustrated with your strength and you want to get better, but you don't know how to go about it. So you end up stuck in place, which only makes you feel more frustrated. I know all that just from seeing the little hesitations in your fists and footwork.
Something is holding Krillin back, so Roshi decides to send him and Goku to an island to find some good old Kush. But the island is ready to test them. The island starts creating illusions of past villains. Goku is ready to fight them all head on and he's having a blast, but Krillin is hesitant. Or rather, horrified would be a better word. Krillin eventually reaches his breaking point and then he starts going off on his best friend.
I'm leaving. What about the herb? The old timer's waiting for it. This kind of thing isn't fun for me, the way it is for you. What are you gonna do when some bigger, badder guys show up? You won't be able to fight. Then I guess I won't be fighting. Aw, Krillin! I'm scared. I'm not like you, okay? I'm just not like you!
Yes, Krillin did die to these guys, but it's almost as if Krillin forgot what happened before he died in all these moments. He fought Tambourine to get Goku's Dragon Ball back. He had the courage to stand up against Frieza and even threw Dende out of the way to save him that one time. But it's his death against Majin Buu that I think is one of his best moments in the entire series. Over the course of Dragon Ball Z, I think he does go through a small but significant arc. There are many points where he hesitates to fight. He thought going back with Gohan to fight Vegeta was pointless, that he'd just get in the way. He wanted to hide while Dodoria was about to kill Dende. And although it was for the right reasons, he did hesitate to blow up 18. But when Super Buu escaped the time chamber, he didn't hesitate. There was no Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, or even Piccolo to stop Majin Buu. So he did the only thing he could think of to give his friends and family a chance to escape.
18! I'm gonna rush Buu. The second I take a step, grab Maron and run. Hide somewhere deep within the lookout. Are you ready? Goodbye, 18. I'll see you again as soon as the Dragon Balls bring me back.
Krillin!
No! Go now!
This is Krillin at his best. Even when the odds are stacked against him, he's always there, fighting battles he can't possibly win. Because that's what it means to have courage and bravery. If you asked Krillin how he views himself in a mirror, how do you think he would respond in this moment? I think he would say that all he would see is a short, funny-looking, no-nosed, bald weakling. Someone that only fails. He's outright told Goku that giving a life-saving Senzu Bean would be a waste on him.
You eat it then. It would just be wasted on me.
Don't talk like that. I had one on the way here anyhow.
Trust me, you'll want to hold on to it, you know, just in case. Besides, even at the top of my game, I'm pretty much useless against these guys.
Yeah, well, I've got the bean, so it's my decision.
If we ask Goku how he sees Krillin, he'd say that he's an amazing friend that's worth climbing to heaven to bring back. If we asked Yamcha, he'd say he's a friend worth dying for. If we asked Master Roshi, he would say that Krillin is a student he could be proud of with every fiber of his being.
The journey you've made since arriving at my island is amazing.
Master, my name's Krillin, and I've come all the way from a village in the east. Please allow me to be your student and learn to fight like you.
You should feel proud, Krillin. I certainly do.
If we asked 18, she wouldn't give us a straight answer, but we know that she views him as the bravest man that she has ever known. that Krillin is a great father and a loving husband. But all of these praises would fall on deaf ears right now because Krillin can't see himself in the eyes of his friends and family. He's too busy fighting a battle that's been going on for decades. He's not fighting to save the world, for fame or glory, or for the love of a woman. He's fighting a battle far more difficult and personal. He's fighting to accept himself for who he really is. A man who never truly gives up when all hell breaks loose. My favorite part about this whole arc though, is that right now, even with all of the love and support he's getting from his friends and family, there's only one person who can change Krillin.
It worked. Once I cleared my head and calmed down, the big Nappas stopped moving altogether. Makes sense, cause the more afraid I became, the bigger they kept getting. And the more there were. I get it now, Master Roshi. I've got to control my energy. If I can do that, then they won't be able to move. All right, time to meet the new me! Okay, I'll give it a shot. Leave it to me. Time to show you how hard I've been training. Okay, let's do this! Cocky little! Been saving this! Get up! This power! I can feel it surge! Like that! Yeah! No more fooling around! Kamehameha! I'm not through with you yet! Damn you! Yeah! Kamehameha! Damn you! Go! Been saving this! Time to show you what I've missed! I still got it.
So with his regained confidence and his calm mind, Krillin and Goku work together to beat the Illusion Super Shinron. The only thing holding Krillin back truly was himself, and 18 knew this. The confident and brave martial artist she loves has finally come back, and it couldn't have happened at a better time. The Tournament of Power is right around the corner. So Goku and Gohan are squatting up, and the first person they ask to join them is actually Krillin. But Gohan has his doubts if he's strong enough for this tournament.
Oh, we could get Piccolo and Krillin, that's two more.
Wait, Gohan, are you sure about Krillin? It's been a while since he was in the ring.
You know, maybe this fight is too much for Krillin.
No way. Krillin will do just fine there.
Okay, I just gotta be clear about this. I both love and hate this episode. This episode has some fantastic fights, truly, but also Gohan thinking that Krillin can't fight in the Tournament of Power is so stupid. I hate this, legitimately. Them hiding the fact that his family would die if they fail is so stupid. If anything, telling him, hey, Krillin, you love your daughter, right? Well, hey, guess what? If you don't fight, there's a chance she's gonna die. Don't you want to fight with us to just protect her to begin with? It's so stupid. I hate this so much. I just can't. I'm going off script with this whole rant. I'm not even reading this. I haven't typed this out, but just thinking about it makes my blood boil. I hate it so much. But even worse, the character assassination of Krillin. They have him go through this whole character arc of being calm, of being like smart, not letting his fears get to him. And then what do they do with Krillin? Well, they make him scared and be like, yeah, I'm too scared to fight. Like, what? Why?
But the thing you did that I'm angriest about is what you didn't say. How if we lost the tournament, our universe gets wiped out. How could you not tell me something as important as the stakes of this battle? Did you honestly believe that if you told me the truth, I would have freaked out and refused to fight in this tournament?
So you're not freaking out?
Of course I am. That's why I'm not entering.
Krillin has never been scared to fight like this. Never. Even when Frieza was coming back to destroy the Earth, he immediately said, yo, 18, stay here with Maron, protect her, I'm gonna go to the front lines. No hesitation. Why the hell did they do this? Why? This is just blatant character assassination at its worst. This is possibly Dragon Ball Super at its lowest, and you know what? I don't even consider this to be canon. I hate the fact that Beerus had to threaten Krillin to get him to join. So you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist, and I'm just gonna get to the good stuff, like the Tournament of Power. Okay, let's get back on topic. The Tournament of Power is so good. It is peak anime. I mean, come on. The whole internet shut down with Goku versus Jiren. But you know, the Tournament of Power isn't only about Goku and Jiren. Krillin gets some really awesome moments. It doesn't take long for the Tournament of Power to finally start, and it takes an episode 2 for Krillin to finally show off everything he's got. He and Master Roshi team up to take down a bird, meanwhile 18 is off fighting a wolf dude, and she's fooled into thinking she killed him. 18 almost gets knocked out of the ring, but Krillin swoops in at the last second to save her. Then we get to see them fight together, and oh my god, it's peak, it's so cool. But the fun doesn't end with that fight. Immediately after he gets knocked out, another guy shows up. Krillin tries his new solar flare technique against him, but it has no effect on the blind. So now we get to see why Krillin is perfect for the Tournament of Power. He instantly comes up with a plan to defeat his new foe, and he's confident this plan will work.
You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Okay, fine. Now that I know how you did it.
You believe you can defeat me?
I know I can. It's all right. Just let me handle this. I've got a surefire way to outmaneuver this guy. What is that offensive odor?
Hell yeah, Krillin! Oh my god, he's so cool! Legitimately, this is why Krillin is awesome. When he's confident and believes in himself, he's able to pull off a victory, even if it's not the most glamorous win. I can't wait to see more of this. Imagine this, him, Goku, and Roshi doing a triple Kamehameha like the one from Attack of the Saiyans. Or what if he and Tien team up to do a 1,000 times solar flare? The possibilities are limitless. Man, I can't wait to see all the cool...
Carelessness is your greatest foe.
You mess with him, you mess with me.
A tempting proposition, but I have places to be.
Oh, come on! Like, you gotta be kidding me. He couldn't even get one more episode to have even cooler fights? That has to be one of the worst blue balls I've ever experienced. Okay, well, you know what? That's not entirely true. The manga shafted Krillin and Tien even harder than the anime.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
I only have a few close friends. Goku's one of them. Who'd have thought I'd make another at my age? We are friends, right? I'm not jumping the gun or anything. It just seems natural. I mean, considering all the battles that we've been through together, I'm sure the other guys are of the same mind. I'd even put money on it. Here's to a bright future together. Eh, partner?
Looking at Krillin's story from start to finish has helped me realize that he's not only the strongest human in the series, but he's also the most human. Dragon Ball is loved by millions of people for many different reasons, and one of my top reasons is that I love its characters. Yamcha will always be my favorite, but Krillin is a very, very, very close second, and maybe he's my number 1 pick depending on the day. Knowing that Krillin has doubts about whether or not he deserves to be happy and loved hits home to me, and I know it's not just me. Many guys can relate to Krillin's struggles with how he and the world views himself. There are plenty of guys who have those same thoughts, especially when it comes to how tall they are. Throughout the series, Krillin has the occasional line where he mentions he got taller because it's something he's insecure about. Some men have gone as far as to spend thousands of dollars on height increasing surgery and a lot of physical therapy, and it's sad that they think their self-worth is tied to how tall they are. I'm sure that all the guys who have gotten this surgery did so in the hopes of attracting more women or trying to love themselves and help boost their self-esteem. But the same kind of girls who would refuse to date you based off something entirely out of your control, like your height, are the same girls who would leave you at the drop of a hat. But have you noticed something about Krillin? He's been able to gather the Dragon Balls for decades now. And just like General Red, Frieza, and to some extent Bulma, he could have wished to be taller to change something about himself, but he hasn't. His value as a person isn't based on factors like his height or looks, but by what he does. Now, I'm not dumb enough to say that if you want to score a baddie like 18, all you have to do is have a good personality. I'm not delusional. But let me ask this. What if Krillin never got with 18? Well, he'd still have lived a life full of adventure, happiness, friends, and he would have still started his journey to be a martial artist without her. The reason he sought out Roshi in the first place was to get strong enough to fight his bullies, but that didn't stay the reason for long.
You know, watching you get stronger and stronger reminds me of my own training days with Goku. Back then, the only thing I wanted to do was get back at the jerks who bullied me. So I went to Master Roshi's and I asked him to take me in as his disciple. After a while, I couldn't care less about the past. I was absolutely obsessed with training. Well, it's been a while since I dug up these old memories. Thanks for taking me back.
During the making of this video, Akira Toriyama passed away. I'll never get to meet him, but I will always be grateful to him for making a series that has helped me grow as much as I have, not only emotionally, but physically as well. Krillin's journey throughout the series is one that I love, and I didn't even talk about him in the Maron arc, the superhero movie, or I really love the friendship he and Piccolo eventually made.
Of course, I know it's not good to rely on Goku too much. If I think I can defeat the enemy, then I'm going for it.
That's the spirit.
Gohan was one of his first friends, but after a while, Krillin was even able to say, "Hey Piccolo, we're friends, right?" And although Piccolo tried to deny it, yeah, Krillin and Piccolo are friends.
All right, now watch closely.
Hey! Wait, hold on. It starts with the hands, right?
Let's go, Krillin.
Yeah.
Shun!
But like all good things, this video must come to an end. I want to dedicate this video not only to Toriyama, but also to everyone who has watched this video and some of my others, along with all my Tism Wranglers.
Cause I like you a lot.
I wanted to make this video to talk about a character that I really love, and hopefully you've grown to appreciate him a bit more. I've seen a growing number of Yamcha fans, but I want to see more people talk about Krillin and all the ways he's relatable to you. Whether it's his journey of self-discovery, him learning to love himself, his relationship to 18, or even if it's something as simple like his Destructo Disc being cool. There are many reasons why Krillin is awesome.
I still got it.
Krillin! Win!